Alrighty, it is 8:02 on a Friday night, and what we are about to do is drive to Melbourne to pick up 3 vehicles. So Damien over there has just bought a GS, Theo has bought a Volvo and a Volvo station wagon, and we're also picking up an R31 for my housemate. But before we do all this, we need to fix the wheel studs on the Patrol after Damien tried to kill himself the other day. So, well, you did. So what's happened is, not sure how well you can see this, but basically it's stripped the axle studs and destroyed the wheel. Ah, that's 1,000 times better. So what we're going to do is bang the studs back out. We'll then replace them. We also need to install an electric brake module because we do need to tow a trailer.
And we did nothing but the best. Red Arc Tow Pro Elite.
Oh, beautiful.
Courtesy of Pride Auto Fish Week.
Excellent. So yeah, we're about to fit that and then we'll get on our journey, hopefully be on the road by about 11 o'clock.
So probably tomorrow at 8 AM.
Yes.
And here is Kyle bashing out wheel studs, which I'm slightly surprised are coming out so easily, to be honest. I've done an excellent job at procrastinating with the installation of the Tow Pro. I've decided how I'm going to do it, but I actually have done nothing about that. Excellent. So we're on the road to recovery. Some new wheel studs down there. I didn't buy wheel nuts because that would have been sensible and made life easy. So, yeah. Oh, those 2 massive looking wheel stud things are not wheel studs. Just heads up.
Figured.
Yeah. We also have a brake bias bracket that we probably may as well install because I feel as though we're running on schedule, which is a bit strange.
You've now fucked it for everyone.
Yep, so you watch those wheel studs not fit. So basically you just put this nut on and you just go for gold, basically.
Oh, it's 19. Not really going to help us. Thank you.
One installed wheel stud. 5 to go.
Filming the very delicate surgery that is going on here.
How bad? I keep brushing it.
Is this a common problem that you have?
Just brushing it.
It's a problem that patrol owners have.
Valid.
Brushing
So I
it
should
a lot.
explain what we're actually doing is I left a wire in the firewall so that next time I installed an accessory, aka like this, a brake controller, I could just connect to it and pull the wires through the firewall. What I did, however, is I connected the wires to an earth cable and then pulled my trace through, obviously with no cable on the other end, so now there's no trace in the firewall. So what we're doing now is I've got a, what they call cable snake through the grommet, and Theo's fishing that cable snake out. I think that's what he's doing. I don't quite know what he's doing at the moment. But
I can't get the jaws open quite far enough to get it.
I'm going to put that gas ECU plug back on.
Fixed. Or something.
You know what would be really funny? Is if it doesn't fit because it's too deep.
Okay, so it is now 12:20 and we're just about to start our voyage to Melbourne. Well, look, an hour and a half after we wanted to, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh well. Hour and a half, never hurt anybody.
No, it didn't.
Egos, however.
Yeah. It's alright, we'll commit and get there soon.
To another world.
So it's about 5 a.m. and we have made it to the service station at just past Wodonga. So I think we've got about 3 and a bit hours left maybe, and we've just finally remembered to do tyre pressures on the trailer.
Apparently this is called the Logic Centre. So
Yes.
when we got here, I just ran through everything that would be logical. Came out with a list, skipped all of it, but I thought I should do this. I'll tell you what's not logical is that tyre pressure monitor thing. It's not really secured.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, here we are.
Yep, bright and early.
About 100 k's from Melbourne. It is bright and early. It's what time?
7:30.
7:30 a.m. I've just had a glorious sleep in the back seat. I now have a seatbelt permanently engraved in my left-hand side. I'm now Navi, so let's see how this goes. What could possibly go wrong? A Nissan Patrol TB48 in its natural habitat, the petrol station. What you get to do with these is you get to bask in the wonders of auto gas.
Yeah. The benefits of gas
And
is it offers a hands-free filling system.
Oh, well, unless you're the last petrol station that I had to fill at, in which case it didn't. It also smells like rotten eggs, but it does screw on, and you're right, this particular one is an automatic operation. I thought I might go and inspect the trailer. It's all there, it's still attached, we still have ramps. Ready? You ready? This is the international mechanical standard for it's fine.
Oh, perfect.
It's fine. It's fine. Well, sit rep. It's raining. It's cold. But we are in Melbourne. We're not dead. We're currently on our way to the best address I've ever heard in my life. What is it? It's 14. Oh, hang on. It's something street. Wind Sky or some weird. It's very odd.
17. Wind. The idea was
not
read out someone's address.
You just read out someone's address. But anyway,
Well, although technically,
we can just edit it out. We won't, but we could. So anyway,
we should.
according to this, we're 10 minutes away from the first pickup of the day.
Which will also be the most difficult pickup of the day.
Yeah, because that's to go on the car trailer.
In the rain.
In the rain. Awesome. So we're just coming up to our destination, which should be on our right. I'm presuming it's the GQ with the massive intercooler.
That's it.
Oh, yes! Look at his fucking haircut!
Oh,
Yes!
this bloke is a fucking legend, mate.
Is he? Oh, he looks like it.
Okay,
In
so
500 metres, turn right onto Ingle Street.
500 metres, turn right.
That's what we're doing, we're turning right.
So it's about 20 past 10, and we've just dropped Theo off to pick up his Volvo. Obviously, we are in Melbourne, well and truly. Just heading to.
Right here?
Yes, right.
Turn right onto Ingle Street.
I give up. It's too hard.
GPS.
Yeah, just heading to pick up the GS now. We have the R31 in tow, which you probably can't really see, but yeah, it's on there.
What I'd also like to announce is Project 4.8 tows like a dream.
Metres, turn left
Yes.
onto Crockford Street.
Like, it's brilliant. And it's not as slow as I thought it was going to be.
Which is fantastic, let's be honest.
It is probably going to do it.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was
The R31 got airborne.
awesome. Yeah, tows like a dream, thirsty as usual, but I think
Turn left onto Crockford Street.
not much you can do
State
about
Road
it.
Turbocharger.
Yeah, add a turbo, that'll make it heaps less thirsty.
Hello. We are at the Logic Centre in Wodonga / Albury. I thought this would be a perfect time to run you guys through what it is we're doing. I know it probably wasn't very clear before this, so I'm going to take you through it. Long story short, I bought a car, and 2 other friends of ours bought cars, and they just also happened to be in Melbourne. So me and Kyle had planned to fly down to Melbourne and pick mine up, and obviously just do a little bit of a road trip back. That turned into, oh look, you know, let's drive down in the Patrol, or in Project 4.8. We'll drive down with another one of our friends, Theo, and we'll also pick up his car. That was great. Then someone else heard about it who has a, let's just say, race car / project car that they wanted picked up, and the transport company had fallen through or whatever, so they said, oh well, why don't we just whack the car trailer on there as well. So here we are, and we've ended up with 4 cars, and we're on our way back from Melbourne. So we thought we'd take you through what those cars are and why the hell we have them. Alright, so first things first, this is Theo's beast that he picked up from Melbourne today. It's a 2010, I believe, Volvo XC90, straight 6 of some description. Please forgive me, I know absolutely nothing about Volvos. It's got nice wheels, got big brakes, got new rear rotors, it's black, and that's about the extent of what I'm going to be able to tell you about it. Actually, I haven't even looked inside it. Let's have a look inside it. Okay, just ignore the fact that Theo brought his entire wardrobe. It's pretty much what you'd expect from a Volvo.
No, don't pull it out.
That, for anyone who doesn't know, is an R31 Skyline. Who's this for again? Troy. Hello, Troy. Long story short, this is a skid car / drift car /
It's automatic.
It's automatic. It's not really either of those.
Drag racing, power skids.
Drag racing and power skids, rightio. Well, Kyle, how about you take us through the car then, considering you seem to know more about it than I do.
So, it has a built auto in it, I believe, or at least a manualised auto and a very basic build. It's got a small converter in it. It's still a 3 litre, CVC manifold, whole set HX35. It's got a Haltech Sprint ECU.
Oh, yummy.
Yummy. Yeah, got a basic fuel system with an aeromotive pump, plasma man rail. Not 100% sure on what injectors are in it, but it's definitely got something in it. I believe it makes about 250 watts at the tyres.
Oh yeah, that's not bad.
On 98. So
for an old 31?
Yeah, and obviously got a ratchet shifter in there for the auto, got a few gauges in it. It's got some stupid aftermarket alarm which keeps trying to lock itself out.
Oh yeah, excellent. Let's have a look in the boot. Apparently there's a fuel pump to behold in the boot, I've been told. Oh yeah, that's the baby version of the one that's in my Skyline.
Yes, yes it is.
Yep. Good old A1000. The relays there are expertly positioned and secured.
It's got a Moroso battery box there too.
It does, which also looks just about as the same, expertly secured and mounted.
I think those pants are structural.
At this stage I think they are, yes. Overall, for the money that was spent, I think it will be good fun.
I believe it has coilovers in it too.
Does it? Well, I won't be able to tell because the tyres essentially are a part of the body. Case in point. Is this what they call stance? Is this a thing?
Zero to help.
Yep, no, can't tell. We think it has coilovers because it's so low, or it's got chop springs or something. Next, obviously Project 4.8, you know what that is. It's doing an excellent job of towing, by the way. It's using about 6 billion litres per 100 k's, but other than that...
No, look, it's literally using as much fuel as it does normally, so...
Yeah, but we put 31s on it.
We did put 31s on it, but we also have another...
Car attached,
2.5
yes.
ton on the back of it.
And the only reason we put 31s on it, obviously, is because we did maybe destroy a wheel. And then the final thing that we picked up is mine, which is a... What is it? It's an FPV GS ute. It's standard, well, other than the wheels, it's standard at this current point in time, which, can I assure you, is already useless as far as the amount of power it has versus the amount of traction. I presume this has been debadged. Do they normally have badges?
I think they have a sticker, to be honest with you.
Right, well, it's been de-stickered. The exhaust is also not straight, but now that I've heard the exhaust, I don't think that's going to last long enough for me to care. It's got a hard cover. It's very dirty. It's got some Simmons wheels. Actually, you told me what they are. I have no idea what they are.
I don't know what they're called either, but they're the new Simmons wheels.
Right, they're new, apparently.
They're not FRs.
They're not FRs. I don't know what they are either.
Concaves or something, I think they call them.
Yep. I look at them and I go, they're concrete cutters. Because literally, if you stare at a gutter the wrong way, you lose your rim. It's black. It's got 115 probably now, 1,000 Ks on it. And look, overall, it's in pretty good nick for the amount of money I paid. It's, you know, if we get up close and personal there's a few scratches there on a couple of the panels in the interior. There's a small dent I found there on the bonnet. But the most important thing, and look, it's a Series 2, so it's got the good ICC and all that stuff, projector headlights, but I don't know, the front looks a little bit like it inhaled a truck full of plastic. Like, what I like this bit, but what did they just give up? Like, what's that? I don't get it. Anyway, the best bit about this car is the fact that there's a lot of heat coming out of here, just PS. And somewhere here there is a release for the bonnet that I can't feel. There we go. Yes. The world's largest V8 per capacity. That's not, I don't know if that's true, by the way, please don't quote me on that. It's a Miami V8, which is just a Coyote essentially with a Harrop supercharger on it. It even says Harrop. There you go. Because I had no choice, they had to put a K&N filter in for me because the other one was disgusting. I believe that's a new battery because the date was March 2000 and the time was obviously 12 AM. But other than that, it seems to run, well, as you'd expect, really.
It hasn't broken down.
It hasn't broken down. It's using almost bang on 10 litres per 100 Ks. This is backed by the ZF 6-speed auto, which I hope will survive what we're going to do to it. Well, hang on, it won't survive what we're going to do to it, but hopefully it survives for a while, if I'm sensible about what we do. Anyway, I'm very excited. It's exceeded my expectations for the vehicle. I expected a taxi with a big engine. What I have is a taxi with a big engine that's slightly more refined than I thought.
Always were a dreamer as a child. Every night I watch the stars hoping for a sign. My father said, come down to earth, my son. But in my heart I knew there's something